Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to do the Rise to the Streets of Memphis plot diagram. So once you've read the story and you've answered the questions, you're going to come here and fill out this graphic organizer for plot diagram. If you don't know what that is, you need to go back to the notes slideshow and watch that video. So to get started, if you're working on computer, you would probably want to open up a Google Doc. You can also do this on iPad if you want to, but it's easier on iPad if you click on this PDF and actually type within Canvas. So if you're on computer and you click on Google Docs, you want to make a copy. Okay, and I'm here. So this is my copy of the plot diagram. So I've actually made this with text boxes. So to type in one of these, you have to double click and this window pops up. And then you double click again and you can type in that box. Okay, so when you get started with the plot diagram, you want to start filling in what you kind of already know. So things like the exposition and the conflict would probably be the easiest things. Maybe the resolution and the climax too. The ones that get a bit more difficult would be the rising action and the falling action. So I'm going to start here with exposition. Exposition, of course, is our beginning of the story, what's going on, what do we start off with. So setting, we know from the title that this is the Rise to the Streets of Memphis. So Streets of Memphis, Memphis is actually in Tennessee. Okay, so setting is Memphis, Tennessee. So setting is also time and place. Do we know the time period? Yes, because it is an autobiographical story. So Richard wrote it kind of about his own childhood. He was born in 1908 to 1960. So this story occurred in the early 20th century. Characters, there aren't many, but there is Richard, the mom, and the gang of boys. Okay, so what is going on in the very, very beginning, like page 1? We know that the boy, who is Richard, okay, so slash Richard, we know who he is hungry because there is no food. That's pretty much all we get in the very, very beginning, okay? So make sure it fits in the box. If it doesn't, you might have to manipulate it a little bit or make the font smaller. So don't start filling out the rising action next. You want to get the climax. So once you've gotten the climax, then you can kind of fill in the blank with what happens after the exposition before this moment. Resolution, how it ends, and then protagonist versus antagonist, person versus what. Okay, it's more than one, so that would be the conflict. Falling action I'm going to help you with. In some stories there isn't a falling action. In this one there is. It's very, very short, but a couple things happen. So number 1, Richard starts threatening parents. Or he calls them adults in the streets. And number 2, he finally gets the groceries. Okay, so that gives you an idea then of what the climax is and what the resolution is, because it happens around this moment. Okay, so once you're done, go back, hit submit, and then grab it from your Google Drive. Okay, make sure this whole thing is filled out though. If you have any questions, please send me a message.